What up YouTube, Sam Graham here, and today I'm just going to be teaching you guys how to prepare hibachi meat. So, for starters, you want to buy some thinly sliced sirloin steak. And I start out by spreading them out on a cutting board and getting some crushed salt and grinding it over it. You can kind of see how much I'm adding, just use your judgment. The more you add, the saltier it'll be. I like to put about this much on, and I push it in with my fingers to make sure that none of the salt just falls right off. Afterwards, I flip it all over and do the exact same thing one more time. Again, you just want to salt it to your liking. You don't want to put too much salt on it or too little, because if it's too salty, you probably won't like it, and if it's not salty enough, you probably won't like it. Now, what's left for you to do is just to cut them into bite-sized pieces. You don't necessarily have to cut them this small or like this, but if you could eat the entire piece in one bite, it just makes it a whole lot easier. And now I'm just going to finish up by cutting the rest of it. You can cut off the fat if you like. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I like to leave it on there most of the time just because it makes I like the flavor that it gives it. Now, I'm going to show you guys a little trick here. If you would like to tenderize it a little bit more and make it easier to eat, what you could use is the front or back end of a knife and kind of chop at it like so, and it basically just acts as a meat tenderizer. It makes it easier to chew. And I think it makes it taste better. It just takes a little bit extra time to do. So it's up to you if you want to try to do it. Alright, so now that we got our meat, I'm going to start off by giving it a couple splashes of soy sauce. And this next seasoning is Dale's seasoning. And this is your primary seasoning, what you really want it to taste like. I know it's not really a help if you don't have the sauce, but it's a really heavy in sodium sauce. And I like the flavor, but you add whatever. What's really important is to add sesame oil because of the flavor, and also it helps the meat keep from sticking onto the grill. You want to add just as much as the soy sauce probably. And then a couple lumps of diced garlic. And once you're done, all you got to do is mix it up evenly. And the longer you let this sit, the more flavor it'll have, but essentially once you add all of it, the meat is ready to go. What up guys? Alright, now it's time to make the grill, or set up the hibachi. So on a cold, wet day like this, I like to invite my friends over for hibachi. And the setup I have, since we don't actually have a hibachi grill, is a really solid piece of metal with some pavers on top of it. Notice how these pavers are rigid so that air can get through it. It's really important that air can reach the bottom of the coals so that it could completely light on fire. Alright, I filled this up, I don't know if you could tell, with charcoal. I got this brand, Kingsford. And now I'm about to share one of the most important parts of this video. To light this successfully, you're gonna need some lighter fluid. Doesn't really matter what kind, and a little bit of patience. You just want to keep. Let me get it. That's where you can see the reflection. You want to just keep adding lighter fluid until it stops soaking in all the way. See how it's still a little bit shiny? That's pretty good. We want at least a few of them to still be a little shiny. And that probably should do it. Now, if you lit it right now, it will light up for about 3 minutes and then die. All of the lighter fluid will just burn up and it won't actually catch the coals on fire. To avoid this, you have to wait about 5 minutes before lighting it. So I'm going to cut the video and you'll wait I'm going to wait 5 minutes and then light it. So just make sure you wait 5 minutes or else it won't work. Okay, so now that it's been 5 minutes, I'm going to light a match. And it should light up nicely all the way around. Now, I'll talk about the grill. I use a grill like this. I don't know if you can see it that well. It's small. The meat can't fall through it that easily. I clean it off with the wire brush after I use it. And then when it's lighting, I just put it on so it heats up the grill and also it cleans off all the germs and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll be back again once the meat's ready to be cooked. Or once the grill is ready for the meat to be cooked. Alright, so the fire's just about ready. You can kind of notice how the coals are beginning to get gray. And at the bottom is actually really hot because of the airflow. I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually a lot of air going into this coals, probably a little bit too much air. The more air that gets into the grill, the hotter it will burn, but it'll also burn faster. So a good hibachi grill will have a ways to block the air and to open it up. Just something to keep in mind if you're buying or making your own hibachi grill. Hi guys.
Hi.
What's up?
What's up? It's finally ready.
He's making another video again.
No, it's the same video.
Let's just ruin it with crappy commentary.
Do it.
He tastes like crap.
Oh yeah?
Do you have
Does
a
it
cooking
look like-
channel?
It's not very good lighting.
No.
For real?
Area. They started playing with like other areas in Texas,
Yeah.
maybe like Austin and stuff. Apparently, they're not done in this region, so they're still playing. I was like, man, but I was like, more money. But then I was like, I don't get paid till like January though.